I think I was wrong then about the path that inflation would take. As I mentioned, there have been unanticipated and large shocks to the economy that have boosted energy and food prices and supply bottlenecks that have affected our economy badly that I at the time didn't fully understand.
What now? You didn't fully understand the shocks to the economy that would come from the policies of the Biden administration? You didn't fully understand the printing money in every basement of every federal building in Washington, D.C., and handing it out willy-nilly, hand over fist to any American, whether they need it or not, might have an effect on the value of the dollar and prices and create an inflationary crisis in this country? You didn't fully understand. You are literally the Secretary of the Treasury of the United States of America. You used to be the chairwoman of the Federal Reserve, and you didn't fully understand what would happen here? Also, do you notice how everyone in the Biden administration talks about all these things that have happened in the last year and a half like it was some giant unseen meteor that came out of nowhere and just struck the world without any notice or any warning, like it was some terrorist attack, like clouds are falling from the sky and they're Chicken Little saying, "What's happening? I don't understand." I mean, everything, and I mean everything that's happened in this economy during the Biden administration has been self-inflicted.
Are you saying that inflation was caused by the pandemic?
So we certainly have seen the perpetuation, for instance, of the Delta variant leading to
Yes, ma'am, but are you saying that the inflation is caused by the pandemic?
I certainly think the supply-demand imbalances that have been the biggest contributors to the very high inflation we've seen are directly attributable to supply chain issues, distortions in demand.
Well, but here's what troubles me about that. I'll agree that inflation is spreading, but I don't see people going around coughing inflation on each other.
Gas prices are high. Gee, how did this happen? Well, we came into office, we stopped new drilling, we're not giving out any new drilling permits, we shut down pipelines, and we let Europe use Russian oil and gas in their pipeline. And suddenly, gas prices have gotten higher. Oh, not to mention the fact that every single cabinet secretary proclaims a war on fossil fuels and proclaims that every single thing they're trying to do in this administration is to shut down the use of gas and oil so we can move to a green economy. I had no idea that would have an effect on gas prices. I didn't fully understand that. Also, doesn't this whole thing have the feel of a hostage video? I mean, where is Janet Yellen? Is she being kept in a basement somewhere? She's reading the script like they've told her. She's got to take the hit. Kamala Harris is right off screen outside of the frame with a gun to her head. Read the script. You've got to take the hit on this. Someone's going down and it's not going to be me. It's creepy. It's creepy. I'm worried about Janet Yellen. One other thing, right at the beginning of this remarkable soundbite from our Treasury Secretary, Janet Yellen, she admits that she was wrong over a year ago when she said that inflation was just transitory, right? And what does she say again? What does she say?
I think I was wrong then about the path that inflation would take.
I was wrong then about the path that inflation would take. Well, let's just be clear. Did they do anything that would alter the path that inflation would take? I mean, we had inflation, it was getting larger, they claimed it wasn't going to last, and yet they literally did nothing to stop it. In fact, they continued their policies and begged for more money to be printed for their Build Back bogus bonanza that they pushed through Congress. And of course, that continued the path of inflation. Why would you think that this path would be any different if you literally did nothing to change it? Unanticipated large shocks to the economy that they literally wrote, proposed, advocated for, and voted on. I mean, why were these unanticipated? Did you not think that you'd actually sign your legislation into law? Or once you signed it into law, did you not think that it would actually take effect? What do you mean unanticipated? Oh no, somebody passed a law to spend more money. Who did that? Oh, we did that. These events haven't affected our economy badly. You have affected our economy badly. Your boss has affected our economy badly. Your party has affected our economy badly. And you certainly should have anticipated that. And you certainly should have understood that. Good God, people, aren't you glad the grown-ups are back in charge?